Hello and welcome to another edition of Beyond the Real. My name is Alex and today we'll be talking about Last Night in Soho. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's someone working outside and it's very distracting. So if there's any issues with the audio, I apologize. Last Night at Soho was written and directed by Edgar Wright, and he's done it again. He's given us a film that's full of mystery. It is very suspenseful. It is very thrilling. It is horrifying. It is dark. So this film stars Thomasin McKenzie, who is an aspiring fashion student who has this power, and whenever she moves to London, that power goes into overdrive because she's able to see the dead. And whenever she's in London, she has this connection with this once aspiring performer named Sandy, who's played by Anya Taylor-Joy. And through these visions is where the movie's plot comes from. This is where the mystery happens as to who is this person that she's seeing, what's her story. And this is when the movie really, gets going because I really enjoyed the pacing. It didn't feel too long. It didn't feel like it was going too fast. So I enjoyed that a lot. And Thomasin McKenzie was amazing. Just about every human emotion you could think of. I swear she probably went through it in this movie. And seeing Thomasin McKenzie's journey in this film, I would give her the MVP award because from the beginning we get to know her as very awkward, doesn't really fit in. She's not really adapting too well to the city. Versus her in the middle, whenever she's going through all these things, she's scared, she's frustrated, she's very doubtful. Versus how we see her at the end of the film, I really like this journey that we went on with her character. And Anya Taylor-Joy was great as well. She really did a good job with her performance, quite literally, because she's a great actress, so you can already expect to see her versatility on screen. But also, she did very well as a performer. Between the singing and dancing, she did pretty good in that as well. Matt Smith is also in this, and I mean he was pretty good as well. He's introduced as this cool cat character, but then later on we get to see how terrifying he is. So that was pretty well done as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the main cast that we follow. So I really enjoyed their performances and what they brought on screen.
Well, she started out as a coach girl.
You willing to work your way up?
Of course.
What can I get you to drink?
It's Sandy, and I'd love a Vespa.
James, we'd love a Vespa.
And I also really like the way this film was able to have that essence of 60s London through the wardrobe department, the music, the set design, the clubs that they're in. Were very, very well designed. Same with the clothing, and the music was picked very masterfully as well. So I really enjoyed the vision/dream sequences. I think they were probably my favorite thing. I love the visual style. I really love the editing and camera tricks, which is something that I feel at this point Edgar Wright is very known for. It's kind of one of his signature things. And just how well synced up the actors were, because there are parts whenever we see Thomasin McKenzie, but it's from her point of view. So we see Thomasin McKenzie, but whenever she looks in the mirror, she's Anya Taylor-Joy. And just the fluidity of their movements, whenever they're walking down the stairs and we still see a reflection in the mirror, I think that was very well done. There's a really good standout scene whenever she dances with Matt Smith after he's introduced, and just the way that we get a camera pan, and they're just dancing, but as we turn, like both actresses are pretty much being swapped out, and it's pretty good. It's pretty amazing, and it's very hard to place this film in a certain genre, whether it be a thriller, whether it's suspense, horror, a mystery movie. Like there's a lot of labels you can put on this. I was also pleasantly surprised how mature this film was, because it was very dark, and yeah, like I was not expecting it to go like so far down realism about how there are certain people who prey on others' dreams and take advantage of that. I mean, I know it's something that happens, but I wasn't expecting it to be the way that it was in the film. And to a certain point, like I was pretty sad while I was watching what was happening on screen. And then there's like this weird plot point that doesn't really get answered, but it's brought up, and they just don't really touch on it, which is Ellie's mom. So I don't really get that, but I didn't really get that, because it made me ask, like, why even bring it up if it's not important? This film stands out to me as a mystery film because I feel this is one of the films that's gonna have a lot of rewatchability, because even though once you watch it you already know what happens, I feel once you go back and rewatch it time and time again, you're gonna keep making out the little clues that were left behind, because this film does have some foreshadowing, so I'm definitely gonna rewatch it and try to pick up on all of them. I won't include them here for spoiler reasons, but that's definitely something I'm gonna look forward to. So that was Last Night in Soho, and I would definitely recommend you watch it. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. This was a very well-crafted story. There's a lot of twists and turns. It had great characters. It wasn't overly scary. It was very suspenseful. It was very thrilling, and I would highly recommend you watch it in theaters if you can, while you have the chance. Yeah, without further ado, my name is Alex. This is Beyond the Real, and I'll talk to you soon.